Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining me. It's me, John. No, it's been a while since I've been on. Just that I've been real busy, and haven't really been doing anything much. So I thought might as well pick up on making videos. Hey, what's up? My name is John. Thanks for joining me. Like I said, no, sorry, again. Hey, what's up? It's me, John. Thanks for joining me. I know it's been a while since I've been on. There is something that I have been wanting to talk about for the past year. It's just that I feel like the time hasn't been right, and figure what, right now might be the perfect time to talk about it. Um, if you're not aware of what I'm talking about, a year ago, that was the cancellation of Attack of the Show and X Play, and of course the announcement of G4 becoming Esquire. Now, it's something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, except over the past couple months, there has been a change. They said it's gonna be in, I think, March, and it was pushed to April, May. Before you know it, they said um, it was gonna be in September, but um, again, plans have changed. Apparently, NBC Universal uh, kind of figured that since G4 is not on every cable service, I guess, um, it's not on every cable service channel. Uh, they figured instead of it being G4 that's being changed, that it should be Style, because more networks, not network, more service providers carry it, and the fact that there's just more viewers. Just basically the reason why. Um, this was like just a week before the 23rd of September, which was the day it's gonna be changed, and it was pretty weird because I thought it was weird because I haven't really been keeping in touch as to what was going on. Um, I even hardly watched the channel at all. I watched it a couple of times in the summer just to see what they were gonna bring, but other than that, I wasn't really paying attention to it anymore. And so I was watching, not watching, I was listening to a podcast done by Kevin Pereira on one of his shows called Pointless. He was talking to, of course, to one of the former, I guess, producers or directors for Attack of the Show, and I guess they were just basically, jokingly, they were just talking about G4 not being changed, and the whole idea of how it would be cool, to bring all the people back and redo Attack of the Show. But of course, they announced. Of course, they said, "Oh, it's the network's never going to do that, whatever." But of course, they did have some plans as to what the network can do to make up for its loss. Um, but for the most fact that yeah, they would agree with a lot of people. It's stupid. It was just a bad decision, and of course, um, if they were the ones running it, of course, things would be completely different. But it's like, oh well, you know what? I guess sort of move on with their lives, kind of thing going on, and I would kind of agree with them. But while they were kind of carrying that conversation on Pointless, I was thinking to myself that there was a time that uh, someone was actually interested in buying G4, and that was I believe it was the WWE and UFC. They were both had interest in purchasing the network. They were kind of, I guess, fighting over it, but as far as I know, it was just rumors. There was no really confirmation. And of course, even if they were a deal that never worked out. So it's, whatever. But I was just thinking, like, you know what? If this was what people saw G4 becoming, then I think they should have just gone straight ahead and allowed the WWE or UFC to purchase the company. And I'm pretty sure they could have done a much better job of managing the channel. Even if it was going to be a little more tailored to sports, I think it still would have been a much better idea. Of course, when I was thinking about this, something came to mind. I was thinking, you know what, I know a good network that is good at purchasing channels and formatting them or tailoring them to be more for a target audience. It is, of course, the Discovery Network or Discovery Communications. They are the ones who started off with Discovery Channel, and over the years they have purchased, of course, TLC started off new channels like Animal Planet, Science Channel, or now I think it's just called Science now, and a long list of other ones. And I was thinking that yeah, like if Discovery purchased G4, I mean, they could have probably actually tailored it so it can be just all about pop culture and techie, and they themselves don't seem to worry so much about age. It's just about bringing something to the audience when they say they're going to bring it. If it's going to be about science, it's going to be about science. If it's going to be reality shows with a bit of fusion education in it, then they're going to bring it, and they're always successful. And if they're not going to do that, of course, they're going to tailor it so it could be just strictly entertainment, much like how they created the Oprah Winfrey Network, which is kind of like, I guess, sort of like the women's channel, or for women. And of course, there's the Hub, which used to be a Discovery Kids, and Discovery Kids used to be just a weekend weekend block on Discovery Channel that was just shows for kids, and of course it was so popular that it became a channel, and I guess over the years it was losing audience, and so they decided to reformat it to the Hub, which is now sort of like a Comedy Central, Cartoon Network, except not including Adult Swim. Well, anyways, when I was thinking about that, I kind of also realized that they can actually they can actually do this because they have purchased an online streaming service known as Rev3, which is tailored to tech and pop culture. But what sort of struck me is the fact that Rev3 does consist of many other people, or not many, but a small collection of people who used to be on Tech TV and G4, and have been doing real well for the past, 6-7 years, I would think. So it just struck me that, hey, you know what? That if G4 did purchase this this channel, I mean, they could have I think they could do a good job at making it what it is, and that is a pop culture tech TV channel, So yeah, I think that would be a pretty good idea. But I think the only thing about it is, of course, when I was looking this up, the only problem is that like a few days ago, I was like flipping the channels, and I saw that apparently my service provider, which is Time Warner, has apparently they have yanked G4 from their service, and it was mostly because no one was watching it, so they figured, what, why renew the contract, And on top of that, apparently, I guess Comcast, which is sort of the actual parent company of G4, has already plans to no longer air G4 starting next year. Once the year's over, there will be no G4, which is kind of sad, because I think if Discovery was gonna purchase it, it would be a hard time, bringing it back. You could purchase the sort of the logo, and maybe that can be real push for Rev 3, or even a good push to bring it back to TV, But it's just wishful thinking. So I don't know. I'm a little disappointed, or not disappointed. I'm a little saddened that G4 was canceled, but it's a show that a channel that you can find anywhere else, whether it's going to be on TV or the internet. There's just so many people who try to bring that same kind of entertainment that they used to have at one time. So you know what? Just gonna move on. Probably gonna tune in more to streaming videos. I know it's just easier to watch, and it'll work on my own schedule, rather than recording it or hope to catch it when it's on. So it's whatever, love the show. Best wishes for the people, and as I can see, they're doing pretty good for the most part. So yeah. So thanks for joining me. Hope to see y'all next time, and post some more videos. Later.